This FA Cup fourth round replay sees us at Highbury, as George Graham hopes home advantage will prove decisive against Bruce Rioch's Bolton Wanderers. In the previous season's competition, Liverpool were the victims of a shock knockout thanks to two memorable goals for Rioch's side from John McGinley and Andy Walker. Having come close to winning first time out at Burnden Park, Bolton were confident of producing another cup upset against the current holders.
And welcome to Highbury, home of the FA Cup holders Arsenal, as the Gunners seek to extend their amazing record of just one defeat in their last 28 cup ties. Their opponents in this fourth round replay, Bolton Wanderers, a famous old club who figured in the first ever Wembley final over 70 years ago. Tonight, George Graham has taken the bold step of replacing a defender, Martin Keown, with a striker, Alan Smith. And Arsenal will play with what amounts to a four-man attack, with Paul Merson operating on the left. Arsenal already have the reputation of being the most difficult team in the whole league to score against, let alone to beat. They've gone 8 games without defeat, conceding just 3 goals. But will the switch to a more positive formation weaken that impressive defence? We shall see. Bolton Wanderers are forced into one change from their usual lineup. Central defender Mark Winstanley is injured. His replacement is Mark Seagraves, one of several Liverpool-born players in the Bolton lineup. Off we go then. Arsenal in the red and white, attacking from left to right. Dixon with the first long ball, the test for the new defensive partnership of Alan Stubbs, the big number 8 who headed that out of play, and Mark Seagraves, who hasn't played too many games this season. Merson available for every ball, it seems, in the Arsenal midfield, but he'll have to make better use of it than that. Lee. And he was rather lucky there, Winterburn, and that's a foul by Campbell. Phil Brown, who scored in an earlier round of the FA Cup this season for Bolton when they won 3-1 at Lincoln. Bolton Wanderers, incidentally, came into the competition, as we see again why this free kick was given, at the first round stage. Because they were promoted from the second division as it was last season. They had to come in very early on, and they played, would you believe, Gretna Green in the very first round of the Cup, beat them 3-2. Here's Patterson for Bolton, and that's not a bad ball. Oh, good save. Seaman must have seen that shot from David Lee coming late, and he must have also thought that Arsenal had dealt with the problem. But he is a very sharp goalkeeper, Seaman. Lee hit that one beautifully on the volley. That would have been some goal. Seaman had to be at his best this time for another shot from outside the penalty area. Excellent work by the Arsenal keeper. And easy to see why he has the best record of any keeper in the land. Poor clearance there, and McGinley's in. Take the lead again. Seaman beaten from close range by John McGinley, as Arsenal stood and watched and maybe hoped they would get an offside verdict that never came. The nod of approval from the manager for John McGinley's 21st goal of the season. How that one was kept in from the byline was a miracle. A very poor clearance by Parler. The Arsenal players stood and raised their arms, appealing for offside. And it must have been close indeed, but the flag did not go up, and McGinley got on with the job of scoring. Dixon did well there. Campbell not quite so well. Phillips. Bowles clearance. Kelly onto it for Bolton. Given away to Merson. Well, this is not really where Arsenal wanted Alan Smith to be operating, inside his own half. That's where they wanted him. Dixon knocks it forward. Parler's made a good run into the box here. And two defenders go for the same ball, but Bolton have survived. Not much communication then in the Bolton penalty box. They got away with it though. For the moment anyway. Lee Dixon gets some length on these throw-ins though. The danger hasn't passed yet. Smith with the back header. Smith, yes. Alan Smith brings Arsenal level. 10 minutes to go to half-time. And Tony Adams, who has played such an important part in Arsenal's cup run already this season, got another vital touch on here. The long throw from Dixon. Adams with a little back header as it dropped between defenders and attacker. The ball ran loose and Smith rifled it into the roof of the net. A classic set-piece goal by Arsenal. Well, at the moment, you'd have to say that neither side deserves to lose this tie. They both played pretty equally well. Somebody's got to lose, and somebody has got to win tonight. And it could be Arsenal through Smith. Well, Arsenal have certainly had two clear-cut openings in this second half, indeed in the last 10 minutes or so, and this was another one of them here. The bounce totally deceiving the defender Seagraves, and Smith perhaps had more time than he'd realised. Could have taken it on a stride or two. It was an unusually high bounce on a soft pitch. Kelly. Phillips. That's it. The end of 90 minutes at Highbury, and it has ended in deadlock. Now Brown for Bolton Wanderers. 1-1 at the end of 90 minutes. We're playing the first period of extra time here at Highbury. Good play by Jason McAteer. Equally good defending by Keown. And the free kick's gone against him, and I've got to disagree with the referee on that. I didn't see anything wrong. Anyway, it's hoisted far too early and inaccurately into the box. Keown still saying, well, what did I do wrong? And I can agree with him on that. I couldn't see anything he did wrong. Well played, Smith. Now Merson. Good skill. Lee across to cover the cross. Winterburn will provide it instead. Headed away by Seagraves. Difficult this for Bolton. Parler with the shot into the crowd of players. And the early ball forward for Coyle to chase. And it's been played straight to him. Oh, it's hit the outside of the post, but still a chance, yes! Bolton Wanderers have scored, McAteer gets it! Seaman beaten. Huge delight for Bolton Wanderers. They knocked out the FA Cup holders Liverpool last season. Can they do it again against the current holders Arsenal? And the man that Arsenal, it is rumoured, would like to sign has scored the goal that may well dismiss the holders from this year's competition. The first effort was a terrific one by Coyle against the post, and when it bounced out, McAteer was the player waiting. Well, the headline writers will have great fun if McAteer's goal proves to be the winner. As I mentioned a couple of times, he comes from that famous boxing family, and the knockout blow, the sucker punch, call it what you will. I'm sure the tabloid headline writers will already be dreaming up all kinds of plays on his particular background if McAteer's goal is the winner. But Bolton have got to hold out for another 10 minutes or so. And they conceded a free kick. Foul by Mark Seagraves. Dixon. Back into the mix. Campbell touches it on. Difficult there for Seagraves. And the goalkeeper did really well then. He couldn't pick that one up because it had come off his own defender. Parlour hoists it back in. Cleared then by Brown. A bit of a respite perhaps as Lee takes it forward. Good ball and all. Walker, oh, he almost threaded it through there to McAteer again. Brown. Lee. It'll go all the way back this one. And the keeper's got time to get it under control before whacking it forward. You can't really overstate how important this match is to Arsenal. Remember, Arsenal have just have another look at this here. As the keeper realised he couldn't handle that one. Did well, Aidan Davison. But Arsenal, remember, have gone out of the League Cup, which they also held. They were beaten at home by Aston Villa. They are a massive 21 points behind Manchester United in the Premier League Championship. They're still in Europe, but they could be on their way out of the FA Cup here. Well, that could have been the moment when Bolton clinched it. Walker dispossessed by Dixon. That was very good work by Lee Dixon. Important thing for Bolton is they're in the Arsenal half, and Arsenal can't score while the ball's at this end. Only 9 minutes to go. Arsenal's grip on the FA Cup is looking very slender. Brown. And he felt he was nudged there by Bold, and I wouldn't disagree with him. There's an anxious urgency about Arsenal's play now. There's also a great deal of composure about Bolton's play. And isn't it amazing, in the one period of the game where Arsenal really were forcing the upper hand from late on in normal 90 minutes into extra time, Bolton have taken the lead and indeed might well have wrapped the game up with this attack. Great defending from Dixon. Bruce Rioch under 8 minutes away from another headline-making performance. Keown touches it on. It's only a throw. It can be as good as a corner almost to Arsenal. Some anxious faces now on that touchline as it comes in towards Smith. Oh dear, danger here, and Adams has headed over. Well, there's casualties all over the place in the 6-yard box. And the last touch might have been off a Bolton player. Let's have a look at it again here. Seems to me the referee's given the corner. One or two brave headers in here as it was amazingly lifted back towards his own goal by McKinley. I thought Adams got the final touch, I must say, but I think the referee's given a corner. Well, the physio's been busy tonight. He has been like a boxing corner man. Well, every time I see that, I'm more than ever convinced that Adams got the final touch on the ball. But a corner it is. Merson takes it, and it's a good one. And Davison did very well again, the goalkeeper. Merson turning it back in again, another excellent cross. McGoldrick beaten to it by Lee. And he'll go scampering away towards the corner flag if he can. Now, what's the referee going to decide there? He's going to decide goal kick, I think. 6 minutes to go. Arsenal 1, Bolton Wanderers 2 in this FA Cup 4th round replay. Who gets the prize of a home draw against Aston Villa? Campbell touching it on. Smith. The shot rebounds straight back to him. Now Merson. And anywhere will do for Bolton. In fact, it was a great clearance. And they've got 3 men forward here against 3 defenders. Lee. And it's a good ball. And Walker has the chance to clinch it. He has! Andy Walker! Bolton have done it now. The cup holders are out. To go in extra time, and Arsenal are 3-1 down to Bolton Wanderers. It looked as though Lee had held it too long. Amazingly, the challenge by Keown forced the ball exactly where Lee wanted to place it anyway, and Walker placed it exactly where he wanted to, in the back of the Arsenal. Only 2 minutes to go now. Arsenal's FA Cup is hanging by the merest tiny slender thread now, and realistically it's surely snapped altogether. They're not going to get 2 goals back now. Arsenal 1, Bolton Wanderers 3. And I said before that somehow or other an FA Cup trail that began at Gretna Green had to have a storybook finish, and who knows where the story will end for Bolton Wanderers. The second successive Premier League side they have eliminated from the FA Cup, and they've got another one lying in wait in the 5th round. They've made a fortune from this cup run, and a lot of friends as well, and they've made themselves a very valuable free kick here. Foul on Lee. And they've bought themselves some time, and the award of this free kick is going to be enough in my book to see them through to the final whistle and victory. They're drifting home now, the Arsenal regulars. They know their prospects of a return to Wembley Stadium are over. They've got one more free kick to face, though. The Arsenal defenders, we want 4, is the shout. And they've got 4! Incredible! But wait, I think the referee has ruled it out, and I'm not entirely certain why. It's all pretty inconsequential in the end, except for the fact that Bolton have had what looked a good goal chalked off. And now the referee's having a word with Keown, who he cautioned in the first half. And this could mean a red card if he's going to produce it. It is. It's a red card for Keown. Now, I can't shed much light on that, whether it was something he said or whether he moved out of the wall. I do not know. But the red card to Martin Keown, and that is a little bit of a mystery to me. And my word, they almost got another goal from the retaken free kick. Well, it's ending in high drama here at Highbury. And ending is what it's going to do. Well, it's ended for him, and it's ended for Arsenal. And it's going to end for everybody in a few seconds' time. It's ended, and Bolton Wanderers have beaten Arsenal, the FA Cup holders, by 3 goals to 1 with a magnificent performance. McGinley's goal set them on the way. McAteer got a second. Walker, the returning hero, got the clinching 3rd. And Bolton deserve every moment of their celebrations. And Bruce Rioch is a hero again. The FA Cup holders are out, and the team from the 1st Division have once again dismissed a Premier League side. Joyous scenes of celebration. And Bolton Wanderers are getting used to this. They really are. The final score then, in this FA Cup 4th round replay, after extra time, Arsenal 1, Bolton Wanderers 3. Bolton will be at home to Aston Villa in the next round.